Yo, what's up guys? Alf here, and today I've just got a quick announcement video. So, as a lot of you know, I've been writing articles for MTGA Zone for a little while now, and going forwards I'm going to be working a lot more closely with them. So, at some point within the next week or so, I'm going to be rebranding this YouTube channel to the official MTGA Zone YouTube channel. I'm still going to be running everything on here. I'm still going to be uploading all my deck guide videos and set review videos as normal. The main differences are obviously the channel name, so if you see MTGA Zone come up in your subs box, that's still the same channel. And I'm also just going to be investing a lot more time into YouTube in general. So, like I said, I'm going to carry on doing my in-depth deck guides and set reviews as normal. I had a lot of good feedback from the best of 1 versus best of 3 kind of more discussion video that I did. So I've got a few more videos like that in the works. I'm currently working on one more of like a deep dive on sideboarding and another one on some of my favorite card designs and stuff like that. So I'm going to be doing more discussion-based videos. I'm also going to be starting a series where I create decks completely from scratch, because I've had a lot of feedback from people saying that they would be quite interested in seeing the deck building process as opposed to just the final result, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be starting a new series where I just record myself making a deck from the very beginning, basically. You know, how I build it, how things work out, what changes I end up making and stuff like that, which a lot of people seem interested in. I'm also going to be covering more decks in general, because for every deck that I post at the moment, there's usually about 4 or 5 other decks that I'm working on that are very interesting but not quite good enough, and I feel it's worth covering those decks. So I'm going to start a new series covering some decks that aren't quite at the peak win rates to get to tier 1, but are still interesting, and maybe discuss where they're weak, where they could be improved, you know, how they could be improved in future, what metagames they'd be good in and stuff like that. On top of that, we're also going to be starting an MTGA Zone podcast that I'm going to be involved in, that we're going to be uploading on the channel. And I'm also going to be starting a deck doctor thing for MTGA Zone premium members. So people can submit their decks and I'll go through them, you know, talk about ways that they could maybe be improved, different directions that you could take it, and potentially cover those in videos if the people who submit the decks are up for that as well. I've also got a bunch of historic brawl decks that I've been meaning to cover for a while that I'm going to start putting up on the channel. And I'm also going to be doing, you know, another bit of feedback I keep getting is people would quite like me to return to older decks and talk about how I feel. So I'm also going to be doing maybe a monthly or bi-monthly kind of like a metagame update, going over all the previous decks, ways they could potentially be improved, where I see them in the metagame, whether I think they're good to play or not. So I'm going to be doing a bunch more stuff on YouTube. There's going to be a bunch more new series being started, as well as all the deck guides and set reviews that I'm doing at the moment. So if you have any ideas yourself for video series or types of videos that you'd like to see, now would be the time to definitely let me know in the comments, because right now I'm kind of planning out the next lot of videos that I'm going to be doing. So if there's any series you've got a suggestion for, or just any content in general that you'd like to see me cover, definitely let me know in the comments. And then one final thing as well, I've had a few people ask me about how they can support me, about stuff like Patreon. Because I'm going to be working a lot more closely with MTGA Zone going forwards, the best way to support me if you wanted to is to just get an MTGA Zone premium subscription. So I'll link that down in the description if you're interested in doing that. You'll get access to all of my articles. I'm going to be putting one up soon on the Trap Finder combo deck that I just uploaded a video on. So you get access to all of my articles, as well as articles for some of the best players like Paulo Vitor Dam de Rosa, Lucas Hane, Chris Patello, all the stuff like that, and the deck doctor stuff when that starts as well. Obviously that's completely optional, but I thought I'd mention it because I've had some people ask. So yeah, just a quick update video. Going to be rebranding this as the MTGA Zone YouTube channel at some point within the next week, and there's going to be a bunch more stuff coming up. So again, if you've got any questions, let me know, and if you've got any suggestions for specific type of content you'd like to see from me, absolutely let me know in the comments as well, because now's a good time to do that. But anyway, catch you guys in the next video, and I hope you're all doing good. Big up.